Hi there, I'm Kitegirl Coach and welcome to my channel. Now you'll find here a growing collection of articles on varying subjects. Many of them are based on my own experiences and challenges and ideas around the law of attraction. This is a topic that's catching the attention of more and more people every day, and I've been a student of it for some 2.5 years now. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you my journey, my thoughts, and my challenges as I go along the way. The second type of video that you're going to find here on the Kitegirl Coach channel is the news. Now, let me give you a little bit of background as to why I'm doing news. It started 3.5 years ago when my husband suddenly left. So during those first few weeks and months, I don't know how long, I wasn't very good at keeping track of time at that stage. I found that at night time I would put my children to bed and then come downstairs, sit on the couch. No TV, no radio, just silence. I found that the silence was the only way to really hear my thoughts. And as time went on, I found that I was actually happier with that television turned off. I didn't want to watch drama. I felt I had enough drama going on in my own head. Most specifically, though, I really didn't want to watch the news anymore. News would come to me in dribs and drabs, and one day I was listening to the radio and the news came on. As far as a pop station is concerned, you can fit the entire happenings of the world in a 3-minute grab with sport report included. So it was pretty short, but what I want to do is just give to you the essence of what it was they were reporting. So first of all, there was a murder, local, and the killer's still on the loose. Second one was a bashing that had happened in my city the night before. Somebody was bashed to death. There was an interview with the opposition member of parliament who was complaining about something that the government had done. There was a plane crash in Asia, a natural disaster somewhere, and a riot that had happened in a faraway country where there had been many deaths. Great, huh? Good news. So, yeah, I'm being sarcastic. So, I stopped to have analyse what it was that I had felt about each of those different topics. So, let's have a look. The murder, first of all. I felt very sad for the victim and feared for my own safety, because I don't know if this is personal or if this is the beginning of a serial killer, who knows. Bashing. It made me angry that people would allow themselves to lose control and become so violent and become so disconnected from who they really are. And it also made me fear for my safety. The Member of Parliament, that made me doubt my government and what kind of a job they were doing. The plane crash made me very sad for the victims' families and made me mistrustful of planes, airline companies and how safe I'm going to be in the future when I get on a plane. The natural disaster, that made me very sad and made me worry as to whether that was going to happen here. And the riot. Now, although I'm not a racist person, the fact that this particular country keeps turning up on the news over and over again, I start to wonder whether I should be more suspicious of people from that country and keep away from them. How silly is that? How irrational. Everybody in the country gets it from me because of these few people that keep showing up on the news having a big fight. So what was the result? Let's put it down into an essence. I felt sad, mad, and angry. Now, how does that fit into the law of attraction theories? Not very well, I'm afraid. Not well at all. In the theory of law of attraction, what I dwell on most is what I get more of in my life. Also, what I give my attention to receives my energy and becomes stronger. Have a think about that. So if I listen to the news at breakfast time in the morning before I go out, I listen to updates through the day, I might talk to people about it, so I'm thinking about it a bit more. Then I'll go home at night and I'll watch 2 more long-winded, more detailed versions of the same news. That's an awful lot of time spent being sad, mad, and angry, don't you think? That's a lot of time to get more paranoid, trust less people, doubt my government, and get suspicious of another race. The more I have these negative thoughts, no matter how fleeting, running through my head, maybe even focusing on them before I go to sleep. Heaven forbid that I'll be thinking about them all night. The law of attraction says I will bring more evidence of things to be sad, mad, and angry about into my future. I don't want all those negative thoughts around me anymore. I've had enough. And so I turned off the news. Now, I'm sure there will be those who criticise me for turning my back on the world. But in order for me to raise my children well and be strong for them and to teach them the value of happiness, then I have to keep myself happy first. It's the only way to do it. I was embarrassed to tell people about this at first, but I found that the more that I mentioned it, the more I discovered, to my astonishment, that there are more and more people out there, just quietly, who feel exactly the same way. They're not watching the news, they're not listening, they don't want to know the news, they share my view. It's not that we want to be disconnected or isolated, it's just that we don't like the content that's been chosen for us. So, here's my news. This is where my news comes into it. I want to show you news that I want to see on a daily basis on my television. Then I'm happy to turn it back on again. There are a lot of good things that happen in the world every day. Not just human interest stories with a feel-good result. There are businesses that succeed. There are companies on the stock market that go up. There are good things that our government achieves for us. Now, hearing and seeing these kind of articles is going to give me hope, inspiration, and confidence. And I can relax going to bed at night knowing that there are others out there in the world who are trying, just like me, to make the world a happier, healthier, and wealthy place to live. Now, you could call this propaganda, and hey, I don't have a problem with that, actually. If you go and have a look on Wikipedia and look up propaganda, you will find that it means content that's designed to influence your attitude. So the content that you're given on the current news channels is feeding you unintentional propaganda as well. The worst kind, which is making you a less happy person. So watch this space. Now, I'm an average speed reader. I'm a solo mum who's running her own business. So my progress isn't going to be as speedy, nor my news is going to be as up to date as a full team of reporters could deliver. But I'm going to take sources of news, various sorts, from newspapers, from the internet, from not the television. I already know about that one. But I'm going to find it from different places. I'm going to sift my way through it as quick as I can, and I'm going to find good bits that I can report to you. And if you have any thoughts on how I can make this news better for you, then I'd love you to leave me some feedback below. The time has come for a new kind of news. Give it your attention. Tell others to follow this channel. And your energy will help me to make this channel a full-time adventure. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.